What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss this Saturday's light heavyweight bout between Iwo Baraniewski versus Austen Lane, two former heavyweights going down in a weight class for a massive showdown. But guys, before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly. Help the channel grow. All right, guys, getting right into it. It's weird. I have a feeling that this is going to end up being a catchweight fight. I don't know why. Well, I mean, it's clear. I mean, Austen Lane's a fucking monster. I don't know how he's going to make 205. I know he's come in about 250, 249 before, but he's 6'6". I think he might be bigger than that. Because, like, in his last fight against Mario Pinto, who was listed at 6'5". So I don't know if Pinto is smaller or if Austen Lane's smaller. But one of them, there was not a 1-inch difference in that fight. Austen Lane is a fucking freight train of a human being. But going down 205, I don't know how that's going to go. And he's going down against another heavyweight, who is a smaller heavyweight. Don't get me wrong. Iwo Baraniewski is not a big heavyweight, but I think he's a natural heavyweight. I don't like him at 205. I don't like either of these guys at 205. I don't like to see either of these guys cut the weight that they're cutting in this fight. I'd rather see Iwo. I'd like to see what his game presents at heavyweight. I'd like to see where he can take that. And a guy like Austen Lane, I think 37, 38 years old, we kind of know what we're getting with him. And at this point, it's just hopefully he can give us a good fight. And he has a good sense of urgency, right? He really takes the fight to his opponent. We saw that against Mario Pinto, where he wasn't really giving Pinto any space. But going into that second round, he threw all technique out, was throwing the weakest body shots I've ever seen, and just he got fucking flatlined. And doesn't have much of a defense. Now, he is a dog. He is a fighter. Since coming over to the NFL, he is a physical specimen. His original fight in the Contender Series like 8 years ago against Greg Hardy, which is what got Greg Hardy kind of into the scene, we saw growth. We saw him for years fight on the regionals, make his way back to the UFC, and we've seen him, have a victory over Robelis Despaigne, right? He's had a big victory in the UFC before. Did what he had to do. It wasn't a pretty fucking win, but he had to, did what he had to do to get his hand raised, right? Keep his job. But at the end of the day, the heavyweight, man, once you reach that UFC level, man, you're fucking, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, if the pool of heavyweight is small, those top guys are fucking killers, bro. And when they touch, it's usually whoever lands first, right? Whoever gets that clean shot first. But against Baraniewski, see, I'm getting excited about it. His last fight, I think it was against Iwo Aslan. He threw all technique out of the window, but you still see that raw talent and ability, right? And where even though he kind of just said, fuck it, let's trade, we saw him still get the job done. And I think that size and length is going to be big for Austen Lane. That's his one advantage. But I think Iwo, I think that he's got a good overhand, natural power. He is a dog. I'm going with Iwo Baraniewski in this fight. I think that even though he's going to have to really go in there and like find his shot, I think it will be found. I think that he just I haven't seen much on him aside from his last two fights in the Contender Series and his fight with Iwo Aslan, which again, no technique, right? So I'm curious to see how he can solve this size and like length puzzle. But I have the haunting suspicion that this fight won't really end up being at 205. But guys, I got Iwo. I'd love to hear who you guys have and what you guys think of this being at 205. That's going to do it for today. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.